Yeah.
Hi. Hello.
We're broadcasting.
Can we see them or no?
No, we just see the questions.
Oh, just the question?
They see us.
Okay. Hi, I'm Samantha. I am a junior, kind of going on to be a senior. I'm a ceramics major for Studio Arts. This is Susan York. You're welcome.
I'm Susan York, and I'm a professor here at Santa Fe University, and I teach ceramics, installation art, and professional practices and other things, other classes when they're needed.
I'm Sarah. I don't know. Let's go with junior. Sort of a junior at the moment. I don't really have anything I'm focusing on at the moment.
She's really into sculpture.
Let's go with sculpture.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I won't say it, but we will.
Hi, I'm Sierra. I'm a freshman, and currently my main concentration as of right now is sculpture, particularly metal.
And I am Hannah. I am a junior. I don't really concentrate on anything. I'm just 3D stuff.
I really like ceramics.
I do like ceramics though. It's wonderful.
Do you guys have any questions about the program? How many people are there?
Just us. Okay. 2 viewers.
Oh, keep talking?
Ooh.
Okay, cool.
What's Santa Fe like?
What is? It's beautiful.
It is
gorgeous.
gorgeous.
If you get a dorm, you'll probably get a mountain view of some sort. There's mountains all around. A little windy, but it's definitely beautiful, especially during the day. You're gonna have to learn how to wear layers because it gets really nice during the day and then it just drops pretty cold. But yeah, it's gorgeous. I don't know what you guys think.
Depending on the time of the year, it'll go from like really, really hot to really, really cold randomly during the day, not just at night.
Stephanie?
So-
Hi, Stephanie.
And if you're from a place like me where there are no seasons, you're going to absolutely love that there are. It's
Yes.
fantastic.
It's very, yeah, you can definitely tell what season you're into.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
very, but it's gorgeous. If you guys like hiking, take as many hikes. It's a wonderful place. The
There's-
sunsets are gorgeous. I'm from Texas, and my mom always said, like, there's no beautiful sky just like Texas, and she lied to me because Santa Fe is gorgeous, so.
And like downtown is always really interesting. And like the bus system, if you don't have a car, is really easy to figure out. So that's always helpful. There's always something going on downtown. But pretty much.
Fridays are our days. But
Yeah.
Our downtown days.
Yeah, talk about Fridays. What do you guys do on Fridays?
So
Go to galleries.
galleries.
Yeah, we
Look at
have.
art.
Yes, a
You
team
go
art over
to
here.
Santa Fe because it's free.
There's
Yeah.
so many galleries. It's just you can't keep up with however many galleries there are. But there's, whatever you like, there pretty much is here. We also have Meow Wolf. I don't know if you guys heard of that, but that just opened and it's crazy. I'm actually going to a concert there Friday, and it'll be my first time. My friend Sierra loves it.
And there's actually, Meow was actually opened by George R.R. Martin, who is the author of Game of Thrones.
Who lives in Santa Fe?
By the way,
Just
he
saying.
owns the Violet Crown.
Yeah.
For you fans out there.
There is a Violet Crown, by the way, too. That's 21.
Average size.
And like the lipstick
Average
is
class size for the most part is 12 to 15. I'd say you'd have the
Yeah.
occasional 45 at most. It's not like a
It
large
sounds-
scale university where you'll have 1,000 student classes that you'll be sitting in an auditorium and you're just a number.
No,
That's
you-
something was super appealing for me, at least
Yeah.
when I applied.
You really get to know the teachers, and they want to help. You know, they offer a hand. You get to know them intimately and talk to them and actually have a conversation with them. And they know your name, which is really cool. Yeah.
I know who you are.
Yeah, they know who you are, what you like, and they'll challenge you
Yeah.
and also help you.
In a good way. In a good way.
Sculpture and arts program. Sculpture and arts department is bomb.
It really is.
It's a bomb. It's amazing. Yeah, we have 2 teachers. Ceramics. She works in ceramics, and then you have Tom Miller, who's and Chris
Collins.
Chris Collins.
currently. But I'm not
Follow
sure.
them on Instagram. They're
Good to keep
awesome.
I hope we get to keep it for
They're
a
always
while.
super informative. They're always willing to talk to you and just brainstorm ideas with you.
I mean, if you have an idea, you state your idea, and they're like, all right, how are you going to do it? And then you get to play around. They're not like, you can't do that.
The sky
They're-
is really the limit with
materials and processes, and they kind of want you to, they don't want you to fail, but you're allowed to fail to figure out what the best route is, and they won't, be negative about it. They're really a positive environment.
Absolutely. And I know in the basic sculpture class, material and process, it'll be the first class that you'll take your freshman year. You work with wood, you work with metal, plaster, all of these great things, and it's just a fantastic learning experience.
And that's the class you were in this afternoon, right? Why don't you tell them what you did today?
Today in my class, we are working on our metal project, and it either has to be kinetic, so it moves, or minimalist. And so I was slicing through welds that I needed to fix and cutting metal. The piece I'm working on, I'm 5'5", and it's about 6 feet tall.
It's a bit taller than me.
And you hadn't ever done metal before you came
No,
here,
not
right?
at all.
Yeah, that's one thing I love about this school. It's like you really have the opportunity to do not everything, but at least a ton of different things that I would never have had an opportunity to do anywhere else.
Today in ceramics class, we did a pit firing. So we gotta build a fire, which was awesome, even though we smell a little smoky and we look a little ashy.
And Kenny really worked her face off.
Yeah, I mean, and
You're very red.
And the community here too, especially in the arts department, is very strong. We like to help each other out. I'm kind of sort of answering what is the studio community and atmosphere like. So kind of segue into that question.
It's
But
very casual.
yeah, it's casual, it's supportive. I mean, I can ask these guys to come in at probably no later than midnight to help me with some things, but because I know they're gonna be up.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Yeah.
You'll come look
Yeah.
around for us and find us. And she's like, okay.
We have a lot of studio access, which is amazing for artists because we have different processes and practices, and we're all different too. I think nobody is exactly the same. There's no mimicking or replication of any sort, and so there's not competition per se, but there's a lot of motivation.
And there's a lot of encouragement to actually really work together. Right?
Mhm.
I mean, at least I don't know about the painters because I really haven't done it. I've been over in the painting, but over in the sculpture and ceramics, there's a lot of community and a lot of okay, you don't know how to do this, then go ask this person, and that person will usually help you with whatever time if they have time, and it's just a lot of bouncing.
Do you want to talk about painting? I know you've had a painting class.
I took painting classes, but it's been a couple years. Whenever I was doing it, it was always really fantastic. Two of the teachers, Willie Richardson and David Lee, they're both fantastic teachers. They will help you do whatever it is you need to do, or point you in the right direction if you need any kind of inspiration. So it was always really, really helpful.
And there is a curfew for the studios. We're allowed to be in there until 3 o'clock in the morning.
And they open
Which
back
is
up at
great.
7.
Yeah. So I mean, they open up. I'm pretty sure they open up at 7. Oh, we have Fat Lee, who's an amazing artist, coming in. Join us.
And
Sorry.
always late.
It's always like,
You're saying, right?
welcome to the CR's department.
Hello.
No. The curfew is great. I mean, because it basically teaches us time management, and for a while we actually had them 24/7, but a lot of the artists kind of slept in. I have to point that out. So having a curfew is actually really important because it does teach us time management. And
The curfew's not very long either. It's
come over here.
Yes,
Oh,
you just push in so you get seen. Your
Oh,
right
okay.
there.
We're getting close. Okay. My fingers. Are we okay?
Okay.
Yeah, curfew is very important. But I mean, 3 in the morning. Come on, I usually pass out by 2.
But there's no curfew.
Do you want to introduce yourself?
Where I'm talking right now.
Right
Hi,
there.
hi. My name is Fadley. I'm a senior studio art major, and this is my lovely family right here.
You're lucky you're all the way over there.
He helps us so much. He knows so much.
Yeah.
Which is another great community asset. But yes, the school does bring guest artists.
They teach and
to teach.
talk to us.
Yeah, like Chris Collins is one of the teachers that was brought who's primarily in sculpture and metalwork
Yeah,
and
he does-
casting.
he does a lot of
He does
metal
amazing
casting.
casting.
Yeah, I mean, I actually, believe it or not, used to have dreadlocks and I cut them off. And I had this crazy idea to cast a dreadlock in metal, and he was like, all right. And so he sent it off for me, and that was pretty awesome. Yeah, so I'm gonna get my dreadlock cast in steel, or not steel, stainless steel.
Oh, okay.
But we also have guest artists who come in to talk. Like we had Kate Twist who came in a couple of weeks ago from Post Commodity, and it was amazing to hear him talk and just hear him talk about art practice outside of
It's important.
gallery systems.
Not just
Yeah.
artists. We have David from the Ribbon Shop come to one of our classes.
Yeah, David Richard.
Like who the three people who are really important.
So I teach professional practices, and that's a class that is for learning how to navigate your professional life before you graduate and after you graduate. And we have a lot of guests come in. As Fat said, we have directors of galleries, curators in museums, and
Lucy Lepard curated our show. We were
Oh,
playing, what is that? Yeah. So it's like, oh, she was acting out the whole thing. Lucy Lepard, yeah, she's phenomenal. She's, oh God, there's so much that she does, but she was a main art critic for like in the 1960s, right? She was like primarily known then. And she did a lot of curating. Curating. She's the catering.
she's still a renowned curator.
Yeah, she's still like, yeah.
And what did she curate at the student show, right?
Yeah, she
curated
did a student show. It was called Blind Faith because she had a lot of blind faith to curate our show, and a bunch of students, actually all over the school. It wasn't just studio arts. It was the whole school was allowed to. The whole school was allowed to submit artwork to get into the show. So there's graphic design, and there was digital arts, and there was projection work and sculpture and painting. I mean, and anybody else who was in installation. Had anybody else, even like theater kids could have done it as well. And then I think 5 of us got selected.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we all got selected, which is cool to have that like on our resume. We have a lot of really cool things to have on our CV, which is awesome.
Like
There was-
curating by Lucy Lepard. That's the first thing we put it out.
Yeah.
That's like
Like
curating by Lucy
anybody
Lepard.
sees Lucy Lepard on your CV and you're kind of like bumped up. I don't know how much you're bumped up, but I know you're
pretty
recognized.
high up there.
Somebody asked a question that I kept saying is, what do we do for fun in Santa Fe? And I honestly believe hanging out with friends, it really depends on how old you are, but being around campus, and there's a lot of campus activities, but also, especially for studio artists, like we hang in our studios. The parents
We
is
don't
like,
have to.
we don't have
That's
to,
a choice
but
on our part.
yeah, I think
We
that's
don't
all our
let
choices.
there are
we
plenty
don't
of
leave the
things
studio. That's the thing. We've been there from the beginning of the day to the end of the night. So we can practically live there.
But
Yeah.
there are a lot of
Push-ups.
things going on campus.
Yeah, I mean, we have studio spaces. Juniors and seniors primarily get the rundown of the studios, but
And there's
freshmen and sophomores are totally welcome, and everybody hangs out there.
definitely, and there's constantly things going on around campus, whether it's a dance or somebody's throwing a get together, a party, or there's music playing out on the band shell. There's constantly
Yeah, we have like
going
quad
around.
stock
And I'm
coming
pretty
up,
sure
and
the screen is like
we
there's some
have
club
the
playing a
film
movie.
school has a movie theater, and
Every single
we-
Tuesday you can sing along. It's like a movie. They have something they call
Club
a
along?
musical club sing along.
Mhm.
You can actually go in there and sing with the movie. It was actually kind of fantastic.
Yeah.
I sometimes went there and I drank this like
Isn't there- I haven't been all semester.
It has to be-
I have had the last one yesterday. So
Can you zoom in a little bit because I'm so blind?
When it comes to metalworking and working in the metal shop, we don't have a large class structure. We mainly learn it, like I said, in the material and process class, and we'll go back through again by choice if you choose to take a 2000 level elective class. However, we don't have the opportunity to do any sword smithing or anything like that. You're learning how to cut metal, how to use the MIG weld, or how to use the plasma arc, things like that, very basic metal shop tools.
I feel like we need Chris on that. I mean, like, there's a lot of room for growth.
Yeah,
There's
but
definitely
we
a lot
have
of
the
room for
equipment
growth.
for forging.
We do have the equipment. I think it's really just people being interested.
Well, it's not even that. They don't. I was talking to
It's
Tom
not
and Chris about it both,
Uh-huh.
and they said that there isn't enough interest in metal yet for them to really create a class and really start putting more
like a
profits
metal
towards the
specific
metal
class.
shop specifically.
We did try to start a middle class though. We did start.
I know at some time there was a silversmithing or something class a while ago, but
I can weigh in though on knife making. There's one of the things that every student in art does is have an internship. And so these guys could talk to you about his internship and Sarah hers. But there is a knife maker here in Santa Fe, and the faculty, I help with the internships, and I could possibly connect him with a knife maker, and then basically do an internship in that way.
I mean, like if you want to do any job, this lady can get you that job.
Yeah, speaking of internships, she got me a place as Joni Spain and Linda Swanson, or Joni Spain's no longer with us, but Linda Swanson helped me get a job, or helped me get an internship through Dream Careers going to Barcelona, Spain, which is really cool.
This summer, right?
This summer, yeah, and I'm going to be working in a ceramic studio in Barcelona for 2 months.
Oh, that's gonna be amazing.
I know, I'm stoked. I mean, and so
Come
there's
back
so many
with a tan.
opportunities. I know. Well,
I'm
I'm probably going to be like 20 pounds heavier because all this Spanish food, but which I don't mind. But I have to say,
Is it pretty?
looking for
what do I need to start looking forward to?
friends. I mean, friends, and I wasn't like super popular in high school, and I didn't have like a whole lot of friends. But here, I mean, I have 3 or 4 really good friends that I can call anytime and talk to them. I mean, that's probably the most important part, is just creating a really positive community and getting to know a lot of people. And
Absolutely.
yeah, and
Community
living on
is so strong here.
yeah, and
like-
living on campus really does help. I'm really glad that I chose to stay on campus because I got to meet a lot of people and kind of get involved in activities. And also, I mean, like I said, traveling, there's, I don't know if you guys know White Sands. It's 4.5 hours away.
So
Or like, oh god, it's gorgeous.
It's
Any
a radio
house
tax.
pictures. Yeah, White Sands, we're 6 hours away from Denver if you want to take kind of like a road trip. There's Madrid. I haven't been there, but it's really cute. Apparently, that's what I've heard. And I know for installation art, we go to
Marfa, Texas for installation art. And Marfa is a really important art center that Donald Judd, a minimalist artist, kind of made famous. And we go there for the whole weekend. You went, Fat. You
Oh,
can
it
talk
was
about it.
fantastic.
There are a lot of people had like physical reactions
Yeah.
of just how beautiful it was.
Also, I think what is the place you went to for the installation class? The Cling, the Climb?
Oh yeah, so and there's also really amazing art collections, private art collections in Santa Fe, and we know a lot of the people who have these collections, and so classes will go to these amazing houses with collections of art that you see in the greatest museums in the world.
Which I think I want to live there one day, but you know, like they make enough money.
Oh boy.
But I mean, kind of continuing on
Look,
opportunities and whatnot. Santa Fe, there's everything. I mean, especially in the arts world, this is
There's
heavily
always
artsy.
something
connections.
Food is like it's the only place you get like any type of chilies. I mean, you have
They've come
Christmas, you have red, green, Christmas.
You have to have the green here.
Christmas
Christmas is
has the
forgivable,
green.
but red is
No,
not.
Christmas
Red is not.
I have to say though, okay, there's this place. It's called Dr. Feelgood's.
Oh,
You have to go there
Oh my
because
god.
it is so
Oh
like
my god.
oh my god. There's like these potatoes, and you have to get the red sauce because the green sauce is like too spicy. Calm down. The red sauce is perfect. Hiking? What? Skiing? Oh, skiing! Yeah,
Oh yeah,
I'm not a
Taos
skier.
is right around here. All of that. There's
Taos is another.
Tom can come in and ski.
Yeah.
And then show his.
Where is
There's
he anyway?
His Taos like ski resort.
Taos is great. It's a
Oh,
great,
he-
cute art
he
community
has
as well.
video
It's actually
of
growing pretty big
Of the
too.
slopes.
And the shops there, you can walk around. If you need like a day away from Santa Fe, Taos is great. Again, like all those other
Albuquerque is
great.
pretty close too. You can take the train. It's
Albuquerque-
actually easier.
Yeah, Albuquerque is really awesome.
Every single Friday when I was freshman, I took the train in Albuquerque. Friday
yeah,
is
Road
like,
Runner.
yeah. Friday is like my
$4
day
for
off.
students. And it's like an hour,
$7 for the whole day.
$7 for the whole day. I only take there.
Thought maybe you could talk about, you just asked about internships in grad school. Maybe you could talk about
Yeah.
both of
Grad
those.
school.
Well, internship in here is have different variety. Every single year we have something we call job fair. when everyone they come there with resume, which I highly recommend. You can put some resume together, and then around that time it's be great. I think some of my friends who is freshman just got to the job into the international folk art market, which can count for the internship. That's where I got my internship. And also,
And didn't you create an art installation at the International
Yes.
Folk Art Market?
we are making basically tent decoration, huge tent decoration. So, well,
Oh yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I checked out a little bit.
It's gorgeous
That
last
was my
year.
fault.
Very, very green. It's so
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
I did the
different
flower. I did the both flower tent installations. That was really exciting and intense and challenging.
Talk about that one. You guys should definitely, if you go
Yeah,
to summer
International
or
Folk Art
July,
Market.
you guys should go and
You
check
get
it out.
paid. I believe it's $1,500, and you work. What is it? 7 to 6, 7 to 5, something like that, for like 3 weeks. 3 weeks of your summer, and you get to make friends. And get a really good tan. I still have a tan on my back from working out in the sun. Yeah, and you also get to attend the International Folk Art Market, which has over like 88 artists from all over the world, folk art artists, and you get to
And that's a
go during the VIP
Mhm.
night, which is people like pay a lot of money to go to, and you get it for
$250
free. And you can buy things before anybody else buys them because you made all the tent decorations. And also, I heard, who are the famous people that come through?
Oh, there's some. Last year there was some really famous designer from New York City. They came by,
Came by to check
they
out
said-
our decoration.
and then we have the feedback. That was the best decoration after 12 years in the international folk art market.
Ooh, yeah.
So-
All of us have got
Guys.
superstars right here.
Yeah, so this year's
Um,
gonna be.
But what about what's happened with the two decisions that you have to make?
Oh, so I got to two graduate program, one from University of Delaware in Delaware, and one from MICA, Maryland. I got full drive to University of Delaware and plus $18,000 per year as my stipend scholarship. So and I had to decide between that one and MICA, who is very promising school, which is the top 3 of the sculpture program in the nation. So,
Top 3.
so I have no idea where to go
Hard
right now.
decision.
Yeah, hard decisions, and that's kind of awesome. You know,
Like,
well, that's really awesome to get
money.
into grad schools.
Fame, money, fame.
Okay, well.
That's what he's really decided between. That's what he gets
Not the
really.
fame of the school, not my fame, but the fame of the school, you know.
The campus is pretty diverse.
Definitely. There's
Yeah.
I know my roommate, she moved out actually into an apartment off campus over winter break, but she was from Brazil.
Yeah, I'm Asian right here, so
Yeah.
it's pretty diverse already.
There's a large variety of Brazilian and Hispanic students that go here that I've noticed, and then another large Asian
African
culture.
American
Yeah, quite a
students.
few.
You're quite good at
It's a very diverse
We have
campus,
the-
whether it comes
It's
to
an art
people of
school.
different ethnicities or people that identify as different genders or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a huge community. We all look at each other as family.
We have like we get successful like gender neutral for restroom gender
Yeah, we have
neutral,
gender
and
neutral
then we have
bathrooms.
like a color club. We have different club. We have feminist club. We have all the club about everyone. We have like Black History Week, so like Black History Month to celebrate everything. So
Yeah, we have so many clubs, and you can start one. It's actually fairly easy.
If you
just
actually
go
get
up to
15
Bhutan,
Yeah, there's
and you have a few people that want to be a part of it. 15?
yeah, 15
Okay.
interest, you can actually get a club. And they have like animation club as well.
Yeah.
There's like a special
yeah.
effects club. There's
See, I'm so good
things.
at segueing, guys.
Students do stay in Santa Fe after graduating. I can actually speak to this because yesterday, for the last several months, I've had a show at the Georgia O'Keeffe Museum. And yesterday I took a picture of the 4 people who were taking the show down, and they were all graduates of our school from the late 90s to a couple years ago. So, right, it was really cool. So you see students all over, grads all over town,
It's kind of hard to leave because there's so many opportunities, you know?
helping to run galleries,
Mhm.
helping, putting up art in the museums,
Mhm.
doing all kinds of.
Not a scratch student
think
though.
it's
I mean like a
best.
student like who working in the school, sorry, not you.
I didn't quite understand that, sorry.
Yeah, the student who actually studying in the school, we actually having the faculty to install work too.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
I think during sophomore year, I have my faculty to install a show in downtown.
Yeah, we have so many practice with like
Yeah.
how to install. We also have a small space called critical space, which I'll be in a little bit, which I'm terrified. But and you can check it out for like a week or so, or however long that you need to, and install or do a little show just to practice.
This is the best with your show.
Ooh, the graphite
Yeah,
one?
the graphite one. Yeah.
Man,
You are famous.
she's so cool.
The graphite, and so the columns in that show that the grads were moving weighed 750 pounds. So it was
It's
cool.
crazy. We actually got
You
to
guys
see it in
talk
person.
Do you remember the time we went to
Yeah.
this sculpture?
It was hard to give her a hug because she was signing so many books that she also.
It was thrilling to have my
Yeah.
work with George O'Keeffe.
That was
Amazing
it was
next to
beautiful,
Georgia.
such a
It really
compliment.
was.
It was kind of surreal too, just to you know, you go to these art galleries and you're like, I wonder who the artist is, and you know, you get to kind of talk to them, but you don't really know them, and to see one of your professors still actively doing art and going and being in art shows, especially for, you know, as long as she has, it's just so satisfying
It really is. It's
and
incredible
motivating.
to be able to congratulate them while they're sitting there congratulating us as we continue to improve.
Yeah, it's so
No,
great.
This semester's been great for like so many of our teachers. I mean,
So many shows, yeah,
And
and
Tom Miller, the other sculpture teacher, has a
Yeah.
show at James Kelly Contemporary. You can look that one up too.
I know Chris Collins has his little
Everywhere.
gallery.
Chris has had shows like
Heck
all
yeah.
over, like his stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
shows
There's
all
one in
over.
Tennessee right now.
We're kind of the coolest department because we get to brag about all the shows that all of our professors
Yeah,
are in.
yeah, we really do.
And we're always so active in the community too.
And then-
just,
Oh, Linda had her print put on.
Oh, yeah,
drawing
the
put on a
brand.
T-shirt,
Yeah.
and then it was walked in on
Paris.
Paris.
yeah. Oh yeah, she did an
Paris fashion
internship
show.
in Paris because, you know, she just wanted to do an internship and she could, and you know, to have somebody like that, you know, and just
This
Go
is
on,
the
do
dean
that.
of our
Yeah, I was gonna
department.
say Linda is
Oh.
our dean.
yeah, she's
Where is she?
She's fantastic. You guys will absolutely adore her.
oh, you're getting fangirl.
I know. Thank you so much. I'm really happy you saw it.
Fangirl.
It was a
Sorry.
lot. A little kid came into the museum on Sunday, and he said, "How many pencils did it take to make that?"
Oh. She does these amazing pencil drawings too that are just like
Absolutely.
Yeah, I have a chance to actually editing that for her. Oh my god.
So segueing to Kennedy Hall.
I live in Kennedy Hall currently. So
Oh, there we have
Kennedy
Yeah.
Hall is the newest addition to the campus. I don't know how long it's been here, but it is the newest dorm building. And it's separated into A hall and B hall, and girls are on the second story, boys are on the first floor. It's really great. The hall is very nice. You know, bathrooms are communal, and
Respectful too. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, people respect their spaces. So.
and you know, double bedrooms all around. But you know, the hall is as great as the people in it can make it. There's always going to be those technical issues or maintenance issues, and it's just kind of like, great. Okay,
That's
move
something
on
you
with
kind of
your
have to
day.
like grow up with, though, so to speak.
Absolutely.
Like with apartments. Before I came here, I was a transfer student. I lived in my own apartment, and I have to say, as shocking as it may sound, maintenance is better here than the apartments that I've lived in. Yeah.
I think part of it
Oh,
too
wow,
is that the
that's
maintenance
nice.
system
Yeah.
is still the bugs are still being worked out. In the
Oh,
maintenance
that's they
system,
switched
so-
over to the computer maintenance system,
Yeah.
and that one's not.
Babe, I'm from Vietnam. This is like heaven right
We
now.
were bragging about
I'm just gonna say this straight out. The dorm here is pretty awesome. You have
Yeah.
to see the dorm in my country. This is like heaven.
I ate the biggest dinner of my life. I could actually, but I'm not going to. The studios are awesome.
What's the big dollar?
So
You want to say
our-
hi, Linda?
Yeah, so here's our dean.
We told you
Here's-
about her.
Yeah,
Hi,
we're bragging about her.
Wait, am I in it?
No. Yeah, come on.
She's the one who went to Paris, and her drawing is famous.
She's a lady.
Mhm.
See the
Yeah,
lady I'm
we're bragging.
talking
Nice to see
My family.
Yes.
and I really wanted to show these. Do you think I can?
Yeah.
So everybody's been loving these today. So anyway, I'm
That's
asking
the
her
best.
again.
Her wardrobe.
Anybody else need more pizza?
I will grab it up. Yes.
Lily, could you say a little something about these paintings?
Oh, yeah, I will, since we put them up in the back. Anyway, these are paintings from a painting class, a portrait painting class, And this is a sophomore level class. There are a couple students in there who are taking it at a higher level. But in general, I mean, this is, Sarah Stoller is the faculty member on this. And I just had to bring these in here. They're usually out. We have a lot of exhibition spaces in the department. And we have a beautiful, you can probably tell a little bit, we're in this gorgeous modernist building, and so we have great spaces to show art. And we always have student class work in the hallways, and so it's a little bit too noisy out there. We have classes going in and out to actually do this live from there. So we brought some paintings in just because I think they're really pretty amazing. The prompt for this was that they had to do a portrait holding an object. So you can imagine what that involves then. So you've got to have a lot of different levels of skills, and you can't avoid things like faces and hands and, you know, all that good stuff. So anyway, these are 4 different responses. I wish I could take you out in the hallway and show you, you know, all 14 of them. But we're in here, and these, I just brought in a couple, and I just think they're fabulous. And you guys all know the people in these, and who make them also. So that's what I got to say about that.
So I will make a comment about the studios. Studio spaces go to juniors and seniors, unless there's like room for some spaces. I know, our freshman here, she's squatting a little bit, which is totally fine. There's room, there's spaces to work, like if you're not in class, you have a bunch of room, you can bring your tools out as long as you clean up your space, you know. We kind of run the area, it's called the barracks. They used to be old hospital buildings. They are awesome. It's my home. They're so neat. You can take photographs of this place. I mean, it's kind of like old rundown, but it still works and it's still structurally sound. And the heaters are superb. A little too superb.
I have to grant his hot because I'm making plaster, so I have to understand to drive past. So it's had to be really hot. It's about 82 degrees every day.
No, that's not why it's always hot in there.
There's-
Because
and-
this one can't stand the cold at night and gets upset and whines.
Also, after he
You're
leaves,
not looking up now.
kids,
Come on.
after he leaves, there's going to be a lot of plaster remnants, and that's all him. Okay.
I'm intoxicated the whole
Really, it's just
generation.
using plaster everywhere.
Hey, you love plaster too, right now.
I know.
And so
Some spaces do have doors, some don't. There's kind of the sculpture barracks and the ceramic barracks. I am currently the only one in ceramic barracks right now, and you guys are in sculpture, but we move
You
around.
can build
we can
it.
shuffle.
You can put a door on your.
Yeah, you could build a
space in
door. There's
sculpture.
So
spaces.
we have don't want to though.
Yeah, that's kind of the benefit of being in sculpture is that it's all open, so it's a lot more
See, this
discussive and communal.
This is something about sculpture. Among all the different type of thing about art around here, sculpture we have to work together.
Yeah.
Because it's like
Moving things,
Moving
finding things.
especially when you have like some screen to view and you have to let like less dirty thing.
Mm.
And OCD.
Towers.
You're
Tower.
OCD, all right.
I'm not OCD. She's OCD.
Yeah.
Okay, the both of us need help moving stuff, okay?
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah, so you
Uh-huh.
get a lot of. I will have to say we do have to keep answering questions.
What's
but,
the like?
You're gonna be distracted.
full ride scholarships? I don't know, honestly.
Okay.
Financial
Um,
aid is the one to talk to for that.
Yeah, I will say portfolios are a really big thing too, and just showcasing your work well, making sure. I mean, look at how you make portfolios. There's a lot of information online. Lighting is important. Photographing your work well, showcasing your best work. Clean background. Just really trying to shine through your work. So lighting really helps for portfolios. But I see transfer student thing.
There are other classes that you're able to take.
Oh,
However, depending on what level you're at and what classes you're able to take, like that will fit
Depending on
into your
whether
schedule
you're-
to get the credits.
If you're a BA, you're allowed to take more electives.
Right.
If you're a
alternate
BA,
electives.
alternate electives, like
Sure.
let's say if I could take like a few like acting classes or anything like that. You can do performing arts and also take some classes in the film school, which is pretty awesome.
Right.
But if you're a BFA,
there's actual upper elective classes that you can transfer
probably-
between departments with.
yeah, and you could probably take like one or two maybe outside, but most of it's for higher level classes. Also, the really cool thing about getting a BFA and in the SFUAD is we are required to do our own thesis show, which is a requirement for a master's program. So you get a lot of practice doing your shows. This one just got done doing his thesis show.
The
And the
earliest
things
show.
you learn.
Yeah. and
Oh,
it was
God.
Yeah.
wonderful, good job.
He did a phenomenal job. Yeah, and do you want to talk about it?
Oh, it's a long process. Let's answer the other one first before we get to that.
As a transfer student,
It would depend on how old you are, I would guess.
so there's 21 and it's preferable if you're 21 and up to live in the apartments. I think you can live in the apartments if you're a little bit younger than that. Only
Special
thing is
permission.
special permission for like dietary purposes and whatnot.
But as a transfer student, if they're junior level or senior level,
They could,
and if they're
yeah.
younger, they can get into the apartments.
You can get into the apartments. I recommend living in the apartments. I'm going to be an RA for one of the apartments in the C apartments. So as long as you're not stupid, then you can live there.
And when it comes to
Don't say
apartments,
that.
though,
Everyone is highly intellectual. Yeah,
It's not
kind
being
of,
intellectual. I
maybe.
think it's just about being
Is that
smart
Sarah?
and you're allowed to drink and
What
have
did you just
alcohol.
say?
After the even.
No, I have
Oh,
2 kids. We have to answer
21.
questions.
But
Yeah, if you're 21 and I'm 22, it's all about just kind of alcohol and whatnot.
when it does though come to apartments off campus,
Oh,
I'm
God.
gonna interject this real quick.
Oh
'cause
yeah, please do.
I am moving off campus next semester just because I want to be in town where I don't get a whole lot of opportunity because I don't have a car out here right now, or time to go explore the community a little bit more.
Which you should.
Yeah,
Which I
you
should,
should.
which is why I'm moving off campus. You need to make sure that the place that you're moving into is not a tax credit community if you and your roommates, or if it's just yourself, are full-time students. Because they will not let you have or rent an apartment from them. That's something very important to look into. I know San Miguel Court, it's about a mile up St. Michael's, same road that the school is on.
20 minutes walking.
Yeah,
I've
no,
done it.
not at all, not far at all, but that's where I'm living, so.
The only detriment to living off campus is that when you're living on campus, it's really easy to get into the studio.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
God.
Yeah.
so much
God.
easier. And living off campus, it's always just harder to get yourself motivated and moving. It's just from
And
what I've been
being
talking to people.
If you don't have a car and you have to like use the bus system or whatever,
It's okay.
He
the
can
buses stop very, very early.
Mhm.
So it's
Yeah,
hard to
same
get on the
thing.
campus
Very,
late.
very early, though.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. That's a bias.
You just have to be flexible, and I think it's a really good
Yeah.
learning curve too, because of like learning the transportation systems. Also, making friends who have cars.
Yes.
Yeah, that one's actually surprisingly easy down here.
That's a really easy. I have like 3 friends who have
But
cars,
also
and it's
paying
pretty
for
easy to
gas.
go.
Let's not
Yeah.
forget about that. No,
What?
I said, and paying for gas.
Oh heck
I
yeah!
forgot
And
about
there's an
Forget
exchange.
about that.
The studio arts department is really good for exchanges. Like she actually just bought me a salad today, and I'm probably gonna buy her lunch. So I mean, so like there's definitely exchanges, and because we understand like what we're going through
Absolutely.
and kind of the community which we live in, which is pretty cool. But the faculty,
Oh, the
It's
faculty
really
is
cool.
amazing. I mean, like,
Super.
Linda's here, Daisy's here. I mean,
this
like
lady right here, I remember
She
the
has
first
her
day of
photos.
the first day of the professional practicing class. It was 9 p.m. and you was in the classroom prepare everything for everyone.
I remember
So-
I sent you. I could probably look
Oh,
on
yeah.
my email history, and I sent her an email like 10:30, and she'll like get back to me. And I'm like, Susan, you sleep? But yeah, I mean, like they're really available through like if you need to email them or something, they'll get in contact with you.
Especially Linda. I mean, like I'm popping to see Linda every morning.
Yeah.
And say, hi, Linda.
I do that, Linda and
Checking with
Daisy.
her.
Yeah.
We're a small department, so
Yeah.
we take care of each other.
We can stalk each other down too. Like I have to stalk Tom down every single time.
You are the hard one to stop down.
Really though.
Me?
He's all
Yes.
over the place.
I'm.
Keep
Wait,
your
where else
phone
can I?
charged.
My phone is dead. Come on, I'm sorry.
Yes. Well, yeah. OVF is happening February. Oh God.
April 29.
Friday, April 29th. I was trying to say Friday.
Next Friday.
OVF is so it's called Outdoor Vision Fest,
Tom
and
was actually in OVF, right?
so we have this class that we take with Tom Miller, and it is object and video. And we basically create sculptures, and we also learn how to make projections, make video work to project onto these objects. And it gets showcased in OVF. And there's also a film class that does a little bit more programming, and they work with projections as well. And so we kind of collaborate to create this huge event. And I think last year there was like 3,000 people who came.
3,500. This year gonna
35?
be this year gonna be 3,000.
Okay, 2,500. So
And there's
this year,
projections all over the building,
all
right?
over, like
And
on glass and on the buildings and like on objects, and there's
On
noise
trees,
on trees.
On human,
Yeah, I mean, people walk through them, and there's music, and there's food trucks, and it's
Performing
just
art.
kind of, yeah, performing arts. I think there's gonna be a dance happening. There's gonna be a musician coming by as well.
There's a band.
There's a
Do you
band.
remember who that musician is?
Oh,
The musician Tom mentioned.
I don't know. He's just talking while we have like half sleep, and he's just talking something. And it's like, what are you
Because I
talking?
keep blanking on the name.
I will
Yeah.
say
What is
it's,
his name?
I'm not a huge video person, but taking that class really did help me out because it made me kind of stretch my legs and it made me face some things I didn't want to do, and I still ended up doing them and working on them. And it's a really good skill to have, especially kind of where the world is headed towards. So I recommend taking that class, and also collaborating with your peers too is pretty awesome.
Like one good thing about that class is like it's a completely beginner's class.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I had
He's like,
no
this is how you turn on the
experience
computer.
with videos, and it was just it's a great place to
I
learn.
mean, about 3 years ago when I started, first of all, I have absolutely, virtually no idea what I'm doing.
And now you make these ridiculous videos.
It's not
where you
ridiculous. It's quite
build
simple.
every part of it,
okay.
and you take hours for it to render.
So the best
When I watch
way,
anime,
so the best way to get in contact is through email, first of all.
Yeah.
Through any of the departments. They should be up on the website.
yes.
It's
It's quite easy too. It's like if you know the first name and last name, it's like first name dot last name at santafeuniversity.edu.
So the chair and the dean of our department is Linda Swanson, and that would be linda.swanson at santafeuniversity.edu. And I'm Susan York, it'd be susan.york. Tom Miller is another sculpture teacher, it'd be tom.miller at santafeuniversity.edu. And Kristan Viella is art history, and that's KHRISTAAN.V like Victor ILLELA.
And he is a great source for anything, any questions you have
How
about
many,
art.
he's won
in
awards,
the
he
world.
knows things, he knows, what is he, like the #1 person in America that knows, that knows things?
Something like
I mean, he's
that.
from
He's
Yale,
like
like, so
South
I know, he's from Yale, yeah,
He probably
exactly.
read every single book in Yale. already.
Yeah, he has a great collection of art history books, and
his
he's
sense
open
of
to talk.
style.
Oh, talk about collective
Oh,
books.
His
he's
sense of
amazing.
style.
This-
I know, he's
This,
both
this library in here, we collect some of the oldest books in America.
We're the only department, I think, that has their own library.
Photos.
Oh, Photo has their like library. But we have a beautiful library with tons of books.
Yeah, so some of the books up there, like for researching, especially for faculty,
Oh,
it's
okay.
like from God knows 1600 something, and actually they're good condition too. So
Linda, do you know how many students are in the department?
Yeah, about 90,
90
Oh,
kids.
really?
about 90.
That's
We,
nice.
we fluctuate, between about, it's approximately 90.
Mhm.
Between
Are there
80,
any-
between 80 and 100, depending on who's graduating.
well, so we know about 90 kids in here.
What's going on in
That's a lot.
June?
That's a
Yeah,
lot. Sure.
When does school start for summer classes? I don't know. Do you know?
First 2 weeks
I don't know.
The summer school starts May 14th or 16th.
Yeah, so summer
16th,
school is
yeah.
going to be going on there.
I don't think any classes are until the 17th. I think they all start on Tuesday, but technically it starts the 16th.
Right.
Oh, that's a good question.
What's your question?
That is a good
That's
question.
a really good question. I was transitioning. What?
Are there? Oh well, there goes that question.
Yeah.
Let's go for Hannah. Let's go
Hannah?
for one.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go for Hannah. What do you choose?
Hannah?
One thing that really helped me decide was the scholarships that I managed to get were really, really great. And just the whole atmosphere here whenever I was touring was, it was great. It was such a welcoming place to come to. And like whenever I came, they were doing like the African drum band that they do in the cafeteria sometimes. So
The music department.
Yeah, the music department does that sometimes.
For me, I first learned about the school through actually a theater event that a theater festival when I was super into theater, and the school sent me a pamphlet and I went and toured in March of 2014. So I graduated high school in 2015 and 2015, 2016. So it's been about 2 years that I've been looking at coming to the school, and I came over spring break. And just the atmosphere without hardly any students on campus just kind of, it struck a chord with me. There was a sense of community and family here that I was looking for. And that was the biggest selling factor for me.
So you also talk about like in here people know you, like did that know people?
Yeah, we were talking about that today. Like people, like Linda, I was so excited when I talked to her for the first time because I was so nervous because you see her all around all the time and you're like, oh my God, I look up to this person so much. And you grow a one-on-one basis with your faculty and your
Which is rare.
peers.
It's really
And
rare.
it is so rare, especially when you come from a state, I'm from Arizona, that has so many large, big name colleges. So I know any of you from Texas, or you guys have, UT Austin, UT Dallas, all of you.
Yeah, A&M, we have
Baylor.
UNM, Baylor. I mean, there's so many large colleges. But
For me, well, I don't have a great amazing reason. I was previously going to St. John's College, which is also in Santa Fe, and
really, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Sad Central.
yeah, and I
It's a very intense
really love the atmosphere in Santa Fe, and I really just wanted to stay here. So when I first considered changing my major to getting studio arts and going to an art school, the one that was in Santa Fe was just like my first choice off the top. So, which makes me feel so. But no, Santa Fe is great. I love Santa Fe.
Yeah, like Sarah and I were talking about, in Texas, there's so many large schools, and it was pretty overwhelming to like look through all of that and figure out what programs I liked. And I realized there's so many students in these programs, and I didn't really want it to be competitive because I felt like I would be focusing more on that than actually my own practice. And I also felt like I kind of wanted to isolate myself a little bit. Not that this is super isolating, but I wanted to kind of go out of my comfort zone, and I've never really been to Santa Fe or New Mexico. And I remember flying into Albuquerque and walking out of the airport going, this is it. I love this environment. I love the school. Everybody was so open. And, students here, we just get together like family. And that was the most important part, was making sure I could work on my artwork. And I had time to dedicate to that, but also, connect with other people and figure out what they're doing and learn about different cultures and where other people are from and all of that. It's pretty inspirational.
See, I was coming here as an accident.
What?
No, I feel slightly better.
No, I mean, I did not understand language when I first came here, to be honest with you. No, nothing. I mean, I came here because one of my faculty said, I think this is going to be good to you. Try this one. I said, okay. So I signed up about 1 month before my graduation for this school, and it took the whole summer to take my ACT test and everything, which is not a requirement anymore, thank God. I take everything, and I come in here, and for the first time I stepped my first step, and I met the lady who like sitting right there, Miss Watson. And I just like I have like suddenly like am I making the right choice right now? But then I would not make another decision.
Yeah.
To be honest to you, I would if I had to choose again before this school and another school, I would choose this.
Automatically, definitely.
Because like this is not just a school, this is a family, this is a community. I mean, like I know I'm in my studio 95% of my life.
Mm-hmm.
When I live here, and I know everyone
Like
around.
98.
Yeah, 98. And I know about 75 to 80% students around here. I mean, like you make friends like that. You walk around, you see a friend, you smile, you have another friend. And
it's also motivation, every time I see him in the studio, I'm like, oh, I need to be here too. I want to work this out.
And I have someone like Sarah who I met like 95% of the time.
Yeah.
I have like Hannah who I harass all the time. I have Sierra who I try to harass right now, and I have Sam we don't talk much about you, but yeah, I love you. Yeah, that's
what is it? Which one? What is someone want to start their college career? Their college search.
Be open to every possibility.
I mean, you can be open to every possibility, or stubborn like me, just apply to the college, that you wanted to apply to.
Yeah, you have to focus on what you want. You have to set your priorities, like, what are you really looking for, and where you want to be.
You look at the faculty too to see.
The faculty is a big thing. Try to reach out, also when you're looking, try to reach out to students, kind of like you're doing right now, to talk to them and to see what their opinions are on the school.
But you can email us at them right here.
Yeah.
You can email. You can just email me. We can Skype. You guys can do
Instagram.
Yeah. Facebook. You can Facebook me. I'm on Facebook all the time. So.
I know for me, I turned down a full ride scholarship opportunity to come here. So
same here. My parents, I have the Hazelwood Act in Texas, and I could have gone to any state school for free. And
it's just as long as you didn't have a C on your report card in high school, they gave you a full ride.
Dope.
Really?
In Arizona? Yeah.
And it's Northern Arizona University. university.
That's awesome.
So
I mean,
I turned down that.
I feel you. I feel you. Just because of the opportunities of the school, and there's when you walk here and you see everybody working, you just get like a huge sense of faith. Like, wow, this is gonna be no
It's
matter
so
what
inspiring.
happens, like I'll be okay. I have so much
I mean,
support. Yeah, especially
whole-
in Santa Fe.
the whole city of Santa Fe is just like a piece of art. And you walk it everywhere.
Everybody looks like a starving artist, but they're not. They are artists.
Yeah.
It's the aesthetic. Yeah, it's like the struggle.
We spend all our time.
but they are actually
so we
quite
just look like a
successful.
mess, and occasionally we like clean up for nice things.
Like for Friday, we usually clean up. So.
Fridays are what.
I don't know what the rate of acceptance is.
I think
But-
truthfully, if you're an AV student, you're not going to have an issue getting in. I mean, you don't have to worry about your SATs or ACTs. I didn't take those. I'm an AV student, and I had no problem getting into the school. I actually got a response back from the department in like 2 days, and the school back in a week about my acceptance.
Yeah, they really got in touch with I think all of us. Like, hey, you got accepted. Let's do this.
Yeah, no, they were pushing me while I
Yeah.
was going through the process. I was like, come on,
I think
give us
one-
your information. Give us
My
more
friend Chase actually, he just said, one of my best friend Chase, he sent his portfolio to this school, and half hour later, he have a call from Mary Beth, who is like academic advisor, that said like Linda Swanson just pulled out a meeting to talk about his scholarship. So yes.
Also with your big portfolio, I think that's wonderful. Just make sure that I remember one of the main reasons, Linda's gone. One of the main reasons that Linda really liked my portfolio was because I did 2D and 3D work at the time, and I kind of showed all of my skills. So it was very like versatile. I did, I had ceramics, that was my main focus, but I also did paintings and just regular sculptures and different materials. And she said it was really awesome that, I was kind of expressed who I was, and I did different mediums, and I had some knowledge, and I wanted to learn more.
The same thing for me. Like, I know, because it's a digital portfolio, you upload images, and I want to say it's, 15 images that you're allowed to upload?
Yeah, 15 to 20.
But I submitted paintings, I submitted drawings, mixed media work, and photography. I'm a studio arts major, and I submitted photography that I thought was pretty good.
I did that too when I was
So I think that's important with your portfolio. Make sure it's not like oversaturated with one specific thing, but make sure it just showcases everything that you love to do. Not even
that you love to do, and that you have potential to grow and
that you have
I mean,
this is where I started, but this is where I want to go.
I mean, like we all start with like 2D artists. Think about this one.
We all started with stick figures.
I mean, like I'm really drawing when I first came here, and right now I'm a sculpture, installation, video, painting, drawing.
You're just everything. You do everything. It's really painful.
It's fun. Besides ceramic, I can
Yes,
tell you.
that's right.
I can tell you that. So that's three ladies well quality. It's excellent.
Who made these pots here?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, these are fresh out of the.
Yeah,
I know. We just did that today. Oh God.
So we're on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
We're
Facebook.
probably all on Facebook.
Yeah.
You can contact me on Instagram because I'm trying to get followers.
We also
So I'll follow you back.
What's your Instagram?
It's Sam Fe, which is my name, Samantha Fe, and it's SAMFE, so Santa Fe like Samantha Fe. Yeah. And then it's samfe.at.Santa Fe. So Sam Fe at Santa Fe.
You can also connect with. My name is pretty easy to searching on Facebook. Just search Fatle.
Spell it.
It's PSAT. Last name is LE. Fatle. So you can just find me, and then if you find me, I can give you all the information of everyone in here.
Yeah, you were the most connected.
Yeah,
I
we
swear.
Yeah, Instagram. I don't do Twitter. I'm a tweeter.
I'm on Instagram, Susan York.
Yeah, Susan York.
SusanYork.studio.
I have an Instagram too. It's just
What is Twitter?
SACanellas, CANPLAS. We also have a actual studio arts department Instagram.
That's your
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
so
SFUAD
SFUAD.
Arts. SFUAD Arts. Look that up.
Spell that out because SFUAD is not as
SFUAD. I have to think about that. And then arts, capital A, capital R, capital T, capital S.
When does the fall semester start? Usually August, right? Like in the end of August, like
Mid-August, right?
August 26th was last year's. I don't know if it's like August
28th.
27th, 28th, 22, 29, 29.
92, 65,
29.
bingo.
fall semester starts.
Yeah.
For me, you can find me on Facebook. It's Sierra, like the mountain range, the beer, the soda, and Heath, like the candy bar.
We're great.
Yeah, you're really great at like with marketing over
So
here. Have our own
I do have
advertisement.
Instagram, but it's kind of a complicated name. So if you want that, message me and I'll.
It's like Rainbow
Send it to
Unicorn
you.
Princess or something.
No, it's creative life, but it's like numbers instead of letters. I was bored.
Fancy.
What you can.
I'm Hannah Gardner on Facebook, and I have an Instagram. I think it's Hannah_Gardner. I think.
Can you tell me that on Instagram that one?
Favorite artist.
Oh,
That's like
Oh,
asking a
gosh.
film student their favorite movie of all time. That is
Yeah.
like that's a long conversation. You get to learn a
Actually,
lot.
I can list some favorite all the time. I can list a long list of the artists I hate.
Oh yeah, that's another thing
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
I mean, like I'm the guy who just like I'm another friend. He asked me like, what's your favorite artist in here? I say, well, I'm virtually hating everyone. That's why I become an art student to find out what I'm liking right now.
It really depends. I mean, there's so many things. I know I started really getting into kind of casting last semester, and Negative Spaces and Rachel White-Reed really hit a note on that. So that was kind of fun. That was a good introduction. You find a lot of artists that are really, really good at introducing your different tastes and you get to experiment and kind of look up. I have a lot of ceramic artists that I'm obsessed with, mostly on Instagram because ceramics is really big on Instagram.
It
but-
is.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you guys have anybody that you look up to?
Well, not anyone that I really look up to. At the moment,
So not Hannah Gardner.
like at the moment, I really like Guillermo Gomez Pena.
Oh my God! You guys
so
need to
much.
look him up. Guillermo Gomez Pena.
No idea how to spell
I don't know how to
that.
spell it. He's a performance
He's a performance
artist.
He's the one who
He's,
did the one about like the alien,
Too bad we can't write in there.
I know, yeah.
the
Like-
alien discussion where he was crossing sci-fi aliens with
A
international
lot.
aliens.
That's a lot of his video work. His current performance work is amazing, and we got to see him live. I don't know, yeah, that
Oh,
was
I
actually
really crazy at the Lentic Theater, which we have
Another-
here, which is awesome.
Another great performing artist is Marina Abramovic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Or if you cannot talk, you had to talk about her. She's making a school for performing art.
I know.
Yeah.
As for the live chat, we will be putting it up on YouTube, from what I understand. So you can, I don't know what it's
Wait,
searching.
so we
Just
are
look
on
like
YouTube?
Santa Fe University or SFUAD Studio Arts live chat or something like that. It should come up.
Sarah, what's your
Yeah.
favorite artist?
Don't ask me that. It's a hard question.
You like the key lady, huh?
We become our own
What?
favorite artist.
You like the key lady,
Because of the
remember?
school.
The one you graduated last week? One with the installation, the Japanese artist?
Oh. And I wasn't Yayoi, but I did sort of like her last year. It was
You get to learn
No,
so
she
many.
got-
We
no.
talk a lot about contemporary artists. I mean, it's very like in the now, what's going on. We actually have a class called Thinking About Art Now.
Yeah.
So there's
Judy
so many people to look
Chicago,
up
there's
to.
another one.
Judy
Oh,
Chicago.
that's good.
Yeah.
I have a weird relationship.
Yes.
No, not
No,
Judy
no,
Chicago.
no. That's a film director who did Crimson Peak. So, which is awesome. Shout out to Crimson
Yeah,
Peak.
that's how you spell his first name, but it's Gomez Pena.
Gomez,
Yes.
and then
No,
Pena.
we're not talking
Pena,
about
yeah.
Pena.
Yeah.
awesome movies, but nothing advertising.
But Del Toro is also a really good director, and his film sets are really awesome. So,
Yeah.
have you seen? It's beautiful.
Also, something else that's just
which
a
art students
fun
could be
fact
obsessed.
about the school, I know it doesn't necessarily pertain directly to studio arts, but Longmire films here on campus, in case y'all didn't know that.
We're right next door.
Yeah, right next door.
Right next
Manhattan
door.
used to film on here.
But
They're done
they
now.
are done.
They're
Did we
taking
get
down their
the
set
art
and everything.
I think we're about to get it back. I
Do
think
we get it back?
they're
I don't know.
gonna have a thesis
Looks
six
like they're taking down their
We're all
set.
looking. Linda, do we get
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
No,
Okay.
we don't get
We
that.
have a lot of space though, so we're not.
Yeah.
Is that it? Do we have any more questions?
Yeah.
Bye. Thank you guys so
Thank you guys for being
Yeah.
interested. I
Email
hope
us
to see
if
you.
you want to
Hopefully see you.
Follow me
Yeah,
on
shoot us a
Instagram.
message.
And all of us try to connect. Here. What connects here? Same here. Oh yeah, of course. But yeah. Sorry. What?